Alright, welcome back to the Gundam tutorial app video where you guys will get to see me play through the free play mode today and pretty much go through an entire game from the very beginning to end and teach you guys how a bit more like advanced tricks and tactics on how you want to gain as much advantage as possible. So if you guys haven't seen the basic tutorial where you learn all the basic mechanics and effects of cards and so on, be sure to watch that one first. But right here, let's get right into it. Okay, so let's check out this free play mode. Start. Okay, this is our deck. Your deck, which is our deck, is going to be like, seems to be a preset deck already with blue and white combinations of cards. Looks like we can't change anything here, but that's okay. And then we know exactly what the enemy deck, they're playing green-red instead. So all we can do is just go ahead and start battle then. Oh, we get to choose who goes first. Interesting. So yeah, normally in a game, you decide with a die roll, and the winner of the die roll gets to choose. Now, in this game, currently, I think it's the best to go second because we get that extra EX resource. And having that really helps out a lot. And okay, so press and hold on cards to show on this app. But yeah, this is a very, very nice app, guys. Like, if only this becomes an actual simulator officially, that would be so cool. But anyways, player 2, allowed to redraw. This is our mulligan. So let's take a look at our hand here. We have a pilot and a command, a base, and 2 units that we can play right ahead in the beginning. I feel like the question is like, is this keepable? Kinda yes. Generally, when it comes to the mulligan, you want a mulligan for a curve where you have cards that you can play every single turn. So don't look at specifically play costs. First of all, I will look at levels 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. That means I can, have a nice, curve of in like every single turn I can be able to play out a certain specific card that I need back to back to back, and I won't have to like pass my turn for nothing. The next thing is to look at the cost to make sure that you can pay for the cost as well, but usually level is higher than cost, so that's what I'm trying to decide here. I'll keep this hand and see what happens because it has its pros and cons right here. And in order to go for a mulligan, you basically put all the 5 cards at the bottom of your deck, you draw the top 5, and then you shuffle, and then you set up your shields. But here in this case, I'm keeping my hand, so we're gonna go ahead with this and see what we can rock. We do have like an extra level to work with because of the EX resource. So here, we basically start with our EX bases, and the opponent has 6 shields. We got 6 shields. The whole idea is to deplete their shields down to 0. Okay, so now I'm at level 2. I can only play 1 card. It's glowing here and telling me which card I can play already, and I'm just going to go ahead and do that and pay that 1 resource by suspending it, and then I get to pretty much play out Demi Trainer and then pass turn. So in the following turn, I pretty much want to play out this gun cannon, and then I can kind of go from there and see what I want to do. So you guys notice that I actually have like base cards, which is good. I can choose to play them or deploy them, but I don't want to just yet because the idea is that I usually have the EX resource, which is 3 health. And because shields only have 1 health, I want to wait for the opponent to take out the EX resource first, and then afterwards I'll play the white base card. So then I'm kind of increasing the levels of my health to prolong my life as long as possible so that I stay in the game and don't get rushed down quickly by the opponent. So that's one thing that I sort of keep in mind. Here, I'm just going to go ahead and play out the gun cannon. Trying to see if I want to use the Demi Trainer just to deal 1 damage. Generally, you want to set up units where it can just one-shot the EX base. But in this case, like I feel like I don't need to block in the following turn. I'm just going to go ahead and make the attack right here. That way, I put the EX base down to 2 health. And then the following turn, I can use the gun cannon to attack it and finish it off. Here, do I want to use my unforeseen incident? No, I don't need to, because normally this is a card, an action card or like a counter card I want to use if the opponent attacks into us. So we're just going to go ahead and end our turn here. This card right here is Gazadi. Okay, so it has support basically. So they're gonna go into our base. We are not gonna counter it because if we're gonna counter it here with the action, we're gonna have to waste our EX resource. I generally like to save my EX resource for like a turn that I'm gonna go for really big plays to gain like a very important advantage or to make a very important comeback. So I'm just gonna pass on all the action steps there are. So now it's our turn. They don't have a unit down here just yet. They got 7 cards in hand. The other thing to keep in mind with these base cards, they're really nice. Even though like you're gonna have to take like your own shield. The thing is, in this game, there's not a lot of draw power. There's not a lot of cards out there that can keep you draw at the moment. And the only chance for you to get a card from hand is from your draw phase at the beginning. You only get that one card. When the opponent attacks into your shields, you don't get to add those cards to your hand either because they get trashed. So in this case, like these are the base cards that can actually getting that shield means you're kind of drawing off of that, which is really good there. So here, there's nothing really I want to play, to be honest, because I want to save this for later. I'm only at level 4. I think it makes sense for me to go ahead and attack this EX base here with my gun cannon. I'm actually going to decide if I want to actually trade into the Gazadi. Just because if I can get rid of a unit, I can slow down their momentum and trying to get rid of my EX base in the following turn. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And since I do 1 damage to them and they only have 1 health, that's all that matters to me. That's a worthy trade. Generally, you might want to keep your blockers for important moments. I could actually go for this and go really aggressive by depleting their AP. This might be a good choice here. You know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to use the unforeseen incident to -3 DP, which ensures that I can survive the battle and I still have a unit there. I feel like I might want to save it for later, but here in this moment, it seems like good momentum. Might as well just go ahead and use it first. Oops. I made a mistake. I didn't click on the enemy unit. Oh my goodness. Wait, what happened? Actually, let me check. Kind of confused. Don't we do 1 damage to it? Huh. Check the log. Check the log. Demi Chainer was destroyed. Oh, right. It activated action card. I see. I see. I wonder if I can see the action card. Close combat. Okay, so something happened there. I didn't get to see there for a second. Okay. So they countered us, basically. That's what happened. But yeah, that's the fun part about this game where you can kind of like interact against your opponents. And, you know, you can kind of like have traps set up in your hands and, you know, use it against each other and so on. But it's okay. Losing this EX base is not the worst thing for me because now it enables me to use my white base afterwards. So they just put down an Aegis. It's an on-attack effect. Level 5 behind deal 3 damage. Ooh, okay. So now we're at level 5. We can easily... So the thing is, like, you generally want to play board control a little bit, and that's the biggest decision in the game. You know, as a battle of resources where you might want to take down your opponent's units and not have them attack into you and so on. But the first thing I might want to do is maybe go for white base, or I could actually go for take down this Aegis there. That might be the choice I want to go for, actually. So I'm going to use gun cannon to attack over this guy. See if they have any like actions that they want to use this time. Generally, it's a good idea to go for the attacks first before playing out anything on the board in case they have any like traps in their hand, actions in their hand, or if you swing into their shields if they have burst effects. So that way your units that you play out afterwards, you know, don't get affected by it by any chance. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play out my Gundam MA form. And I would like to... This should be a link right here, right? Armor array, yeah. Okay. So that allows me to rest the Aegis Gundam. And then I can choose which effect to use first. I get to draw a card, so that's good. I want to use that. Nice, another unit that I can use, and then I get to rest that, and I can probably take it down. But this is going to be a 1-for-1 trade. The thing is, Aegis Gundam seems pretty strong, and if they actually link their Athearn there, that could be pretty bad. So maybe I would take this advantage. I don't have repair either, but you know what? Since I committed to it, let's go for this one here. So I'd like to point out, like, maybe that wasn't like the best play, because I committed 2 cards in total just to get rid of that 1 unit. And maybe I was better off just attacking into their shield and depleting their health from there instead. But they have 7 cards in hand, so I know for sure at some point I have to, like, you know, get rid of their resources there. Now they have the Athearn Link, which could be bad. Ooh. So they take us down. They get to breach as well. Okay. So this would be the moment to actually go ahead and play out the white base. Okay. So yeah, I'm level 6, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I want to establish this as soon as possible. The reason is because it's got the 5 health, so I can sustain for a little bit longer, and I pretty much get to add that shield to my hand. It does seem like I'm losing a life for it, but it actually extends my life. Now I can use this to play out a token. And white base is better with the less bodies that you have on the board. The fewer bodies you have on the board, the better it is. Now, do I want to spend my my EX resource here at the moment? Do I feel like I need to? I don't feel like I need to. I feel like I can wait till next turn and then go from there. But then yeah, I have lots of units I can play out afterwards too. And this white base is going to sustain me for that 1 hit here. Wow. 2 big units here, huh? And they get during pair. Ooh, they get to deal damage too, huh? Okay. I draw. Okay, okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna play out this Gundam aerial. I want to attack into Aegis. Do I attack into life here? Build this at +1. Survive that hit, but I don't have a blocker. You know what? I will go for the shield here first. Nope. No action, so we're gonna go straight to damage. Now I'm gonna link Soletta. Yes. Got a link unit. This is pretty good stats. I can take down the Aegis there, and I can still survive. And I get to set something back active again with its link effect, I believe. On attack effect, sorry. Do I wanna lower it? No, I don't think so. I'd rather keep it as a surprise. Yeah. And now I have 4, so I could play out these 2 units, but I'd rather play this unit and keep this one as a counter. I'm gonna play Gundam. MA form. Then I'll keep my resource in. Yeah, I'm being very like cautious with my EX resource and not wanting just to use it, you know, out of nowhere. But yeah, board control is important, and that's kind of like how this game gets like back and forth a lot, which is really nice. So I could use it here, but generally I would like to use it to keep my aerial alive. So I'm okay with it being destroyed here. Oh no, it gets to deal damage, does it? Oh no, it's only during pair. Oh no, it's got 3 health. Yeah. That's going for my white base. That's fine. Because I can just use another one. Ooh. 4. Ooh, this one gets a EX resource for them. Ooh, what is this? First time I've seen that one. Gundam Aerial. Permit score 6. Choose one enemy unit that's level 5 or lower. It gains minus. Ooh, okay. I don't have a pilot though. Impaired. Either way, I'm gonna use this base first. Gotta see how I want to control the board here or not. If I attack into any of these units, I'm just gonna go ahead and like get destroyed. So I'm gonna go for base off of this one, and I can get an extra resource card after. Nope, no action step. Does that have a burst effect? No, it doesn't. Nice. Okay. With 6 resources, I guess I could just deploy this anyways, and then deploy that, and use the MA to trade into this. Yeah, I'm gonna trade this. Again, I'm trying to keep my action card here, or command card here, for the action part when the opponent attacks into us as a surprise. What can I play out? I could play out. I could might as well just play this out. Although linking would be nice. And I'll play this. And then I'll proceed to the next phase. Now I will have to expend my EX resource, but I think it's about time where I probably would use it. There. Nah, I'll pass on this one. It only has 2 attack. Wow, that keeps attacking into the base. Do I want to delay it? No. I guess I could have played a token from the last turn too. I'll let that go through. Ooh, nice. Yes, we definitely want to add it to hand. Okay, so we have to find a way to clear their board. Here? Do we get to rest? Oh, low AP. Okay, minus AP. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna link this here. -3 to this one. I'm gonna use that to attack it. Get to set active back. Yeah, we pretty much take no damage. We can use this to clear this one out. And then we'll keep using aerial. Ooh, okay. That could be tricky now. We do have a blocker though. So we trade here in the end. But we have to go for their life here at this point. Let's go for this one. No, it's an Athern. They get to add it to hand. Right? Yeah. I think we can only put down these two bodies. I guess, again, I could have played out a body first and, you know, use my resources better there. But honestly, I have way more than enough resources. I'm just going to put all these bodies and pretty much set up for lethal next turn. And proceed to the next phase. And I still have pretty much like 3 resources to use. So one thing to keep in mind, I think the board, you're only allowed to have a maximum of 6 units. Once you pass 6 units, I think you have to like destroy one of your own units to play out the additional unit. So otherwise, you just want to stay there generally here. Now I want to block this attack. I deal 3 damage to it. So block happens first before the action step. I feel like keeping bodies alive is pretty important. So I'm not going to block, and I actually might use the unforeseeable incident here. I'm going to use this command here. Unless they go for some crazy link. Put that to 0, so we deal damage to it. Choose one enemy, deal 2 damage. Oh, it still deals 2 damage to us. So because they have an action card, right, that they used. Do we allow that attack? Yeah, that's okay. Oh, here comes Athern. Ooh, okay. Do we need to block this? We might need to. If we block this, we get breached away. If the attack goes through, they still take us down. Ooh, that's tricky. Okay, I'm gonna block here. We have 1 shield left, but I have 1 card in hand. So we can't go for lethal yet either. Oh, we have to trade here. This is tough. Breach only happens during their attack, so yeah, we have to take this down. 1 for 1. Do they have actions? Nope, no actions. Now this unit, do I care about it? That's the problem. I could go for their shield first and see what happens. And then just present lethal. Hopefully they don't find like a link. Yeah, we just keep attacking here. Crash, and then we just play this. And yeah. Okay. If they link with a pair here, then it's over for us. But looks like they're attacking into this. Ooh. Okay, white base. Okay, so we might have lethal here. Let's go ahead and use the white base first, regardless. This is 5 health at the end of the day. The thing is, like, I feel like we need to go for, like, board control just to take out their unit. They have action? Nope, they don't have action, so good. So we just take this out, and then we'll go for there. The reason is because if this is a base card, that will give them the extra health that they need. And with 2 cards in hand, again, they could potentially link and then they could finish us off. So it's better to clear the board as a safer way to like go for the guarantee game instead. And, you know, delay that one single turn more. Like delay the turn by 1 more, which is okay. Okay, and thankfully it isn't. So that means we get to use Gundam Aerial to finish the game off. Woo! And we got it. So yeah, a little bit rusty on my part on some of the games, but you know, we won right there. And let's check this out. Okay, so is that basically it for the tutorial? No, actually there's a bit more. Mode allows you to choose 2 color deck difficulty, change your deck's color combination. Oh, we get to even like go more ham if we want to. Your deck. Oh, now we unlock this so we can play around with like different colors. Okay, that's nice. So we are blue and white, and then we go for like red and blue, for example. Okay, so it's a preset amount of cards that choose automatically, and you can kind of like change your colors combinations and play however you like. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And you just set it and you go ahead. You choose expert or normal, and you know, get some practice in as well. That's really good. Nice. And then for enemy, can you change theirs? Oh yeah, you can change theirs and practice like the different matchups. That's pretty good. I think this app is just really fantastic, honestly, and I definitely recommend you guys giving it a try. And yeah, that wraps up for the tutorial of the free play mode on how you can win in Gundam. I definitely had a lot of fun. Definitely a little bit rusty here. Could make some better plays, but you know, hey, we're learning as we go. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give this video a like. Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more. Comment down below if you guys want to see more Gundam content here on the channel as well. And I thank you guys so much for watching. As always, you guys have a great day, great night, wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next video. And this is AVAULT signing out.